Hey guys, welcome to the Model Citizen Podcast. We're your hosts, Hunter and Michaela. We are so excited to have you here. All right, let's dive in.
Here we go, one more time. Everybody's feeling fine. Here we go now. Dude, here we go.
I want to go see Backstreet Boys.
Oh, dude, have you been seeing them at the Sphere? Yes, I've been seeing that. It was so sick.
Epic. That was epic. Like that,
you know,
that's how every concert should be.
I think Yumi posted because she went to it and she posted, she's like, imagine showing this to a Victorian child. And it's just like the Backstreet Boys and it's like their heads on like the sphere and it's like these like spaceships and shit in like this big dome. Like, can you imagine?
Dude, the people would literally be like, what? Like they just, wouldn't that be so, imagine showing like, I don't know, anybody.
Imagine
honestly,
showing us.
Imagine, dude, if we're amazed.
Imagine if we watched that.
I mean, right?
Right, yeah.
My
no, it's
God.
absolutely crazy. It is crazy.
How's it going this week, sister?
Dude, it's going. It's honestly going. You guys, by the time you hear this, we've done a photo shoot together. And
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because this is coming out the day after. I think the day I'm traveling back home, I think. And
right.
Like that's so crazy.
So crazy, but so exciting, dude.
So exciting.
This will be our second photo shoot and we're doing it with somebody else. I don't want to share too much because it's just like an exciting
technically it's our third photo shoot together because we also
all
did
three
one.
of us?
No, not all three of us.
Oh, but me and you.
You and me, yeah. Yep.
I know, and they showed me some video from that yesterday.
Did they?
They haven't sent it to me yet, but they showed me some video from it, and oh my God, it's so cute.
Is it so good? Dude, you were on top fucking form that day. I was blown away.
You were on top form.
No, I'm serious. Like that.
So nice.
Does anybody mind? Is it okay if I gas up my sister a little bit? I was like sitting there watching and I was just like, and everyone was just like, she's just like amazing. And I was like, I know. Okay.
Wow.
I fucking know. But I was
You're
also
like, I literally made her. What do you mean? I know.
Literally made her from my own swoomps. But I was
that's
like,
very nice.
And like, I was like, I know, but also in my brain, I was like, and she's like super fucking killing it today. Like just everything, hair, hair was tea, face was tea, body was tea. The poses were tea. It's not like you don't always kill it, but I feel like
no, but it's rare when things line up. It's rare.
There was an energy that you were emanating that I was just like,
probably because you were there though,
seeing
honestly.
This? And everyone was seeing it. Like we were all just like,
probably because you were there. You know, when you have like your crutch, like you're like, the thing is
it is
like,
me. Thank you.
But like really, like, you know, when it's like you have that thing where you're like, okay, I know that if anything happens, like I can be like, I need to take a moment with my sister and debrief. Or if I'm like, hey, I need like, does anything look
There's safety. It's like a safety net.
Yeah. Like I know you're going to actually tell me. I know that things are going to look good. You're not going to like catch me. Like I just, yeah, it definitely
like
was
I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna be like move your hair or like I'm gonna be like she's not gonna like that, like move her this, like just to have someone who like actually has your back and has no interest in anything other than like you having a good time and you killing it the way that you want to kill it, not the way that they necessarily want to kill it.
I really think that had a lot to do with it. I just went in feeling that confidence because I was like, okay, like if anything, I know that we'll either have like a giggle about this if it's bad or we'll be excited because it's good and we'll be together.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Which is why it's cool to have a sister, dude.
It is. It is cool, dude. Especially one that is as cool as me.
You're like, especially one that is literally stunning.
Especially one that's stunning.
I want to talk to you about a beauty treatment that I'm doing.
Okay, we got to do our ins and outs though real quick.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. My in is overly specific playlists. And I'm going to give you guys two recommendations.
Okay.
One is my favorite, my go-to, Nancy Meyer Kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Nancy Meyer weekend. It's not as good and specific as what you want for when you're in the, like, Nancy Meyer Kitchen is the one.
Love that.
And French Girl Grocery Run.
Okay, love. I already can tell these are great. I listen to French music all the time. It makes you feel so fucking whimsical.
Yeah, like I love it. I wake up in the morning and you make like a yummy coffee, and like here's the thing, I want you guys to make your coffee with the froth. Like I want you to like go that extra level as your first cup of the day and put on one of these specific playlists and like have a half hour of just listening to it. Don't do anything else. Don't do the dishes. Don't do nothing else.
No, be whimsical.
Yeah.
This is how you add more whimsy to your life.
Yeah.
Is you do the foam, and dare I say, put a little bit of vanilla sweetener in the foam, like a little
put a little simple syrup. Put a little, dare I? Can I suggest? Do I suggest something?
Don't do it.
If you want to be naughty, put some ground nutmeg on it.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Put some stevia in it.
Dude, don't say cinnamon or I will leave this podcast right now. I'll stand up and walk away.
Cinnamon.
I gotta go.
Put some cinnamon on it.
Put some cinnamon on that bitch. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And listen to one of these playlists. You actually created a stripper playlist for me for my photo shoots, and I still have it.
I did, yeah.
I
love to create a playlist. I have so many playlists on my Spotify that are for like different things. Like I have a French Girl podcast, which like a playlist. I'm gonna follow the one that you just recommended though, because I bet that's just like
French Girl.
Like I just can imagine. I'm just like on a cute little like light blue bike with like a basket in front. I'm biking down the Champs-Elysees. I have a baguette. I have a bouquet of daisies in the basket.
Your hair is like this.
My hair is literally like this, and I have a
velvet bow.
Yeah. And my hair's
length.
way longer and thicker than this.
Oh, really? I actually thought, you know what? It's funny that you went way longer. I thought it was this length and flipped out with a little bow.
Out. Okay, yeah, we can do that. In mine, I have like Sleeping Beauty hair. Do you know what I mean? Where it's it's like this, and then there's a big curl right here, like a big, like it's this thick, and it curls right here.
It curls.
Like I'm a Disney princess, and I have a hat, like
a linen outfit.
I have a linen outfit, exactly, and I have a tiny little dog that like pokes up, you know. And I'm like, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is Monsieur, you know,
Monsieur,
or like
you're like, excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Yep.
You know?
I love that. Wow.
That's what's happening.
What's your in for the week?
My in for the week, and this is going to be really exciting, okay? My in for the week is mops.
Mops. M-O-P-S?
M-O-P-S, baby. Okay. What do you know about a mop?
Dude, what do I know about a mop? I just got a robot mop. He mops.
We're in our mop era.
He mops and vacuums, and I have him scheduled 10 p.m. every night to mop and vacuum the downstairs. Thank you very much. And it's a him because my husband, I originally called it a she, and he said, why does it have to be a she? Because it's cleaning. He can do it too. And
we love a progressive man.
I married you.
Yeah.
So tell me about your mop.
Okay, so I'm in my mop era. I have been in my Swiffer era. And the reason why I was in my Wet Jet Swiffer era is because I used to have hardwood flooring in our previous place. Now, we have giant tile downstairs. That's the vibe. And I realized that the Swiffer just wasn't cutting it. Like I was like, all this is doing is pushing the dirt into the groove. So I was like, I'm getting a mop. And so I looked on Amazon. I saw that the number one most purchased mop was the O-Cedar mop, the one that you like dunk in on one side and dunk in the other, and you press it and it spins it. So you can you can personalize. Mop. Yes, you can personalize.
Mop. Okay.
I went really hard in the paint with this one. So you can personalize how wet it is. So you can do like small areas, you can do big areas, and it's changed the game for me, guys. I've never owned like an honest to goodness mop like in that way.
And you put like the hot water in and the soap in yourself, and okay. See, here's
it's like a real thing.
I think that's the way to go. I think a classic mop that has like the big chunky like that stuff. if you're
Absolutely.
watching at the end,
Absolutely.
is the way. And then also the one that you got. And then also the one with like the interchangeable, like it's just the classic one where you put like a microfiber or any kind of cloth on it, you clamp it on and you do it.
Right.
I think that this Swiffer Wetch, and we have the same thing, and I just don't think it works.
No, it doesn't work, and it's a joke, and I'm actually going to sue them. I'm going to get litigious because I've been fooled by their branding, and it doesn't work. Get a real mop. They actually work. And what's cool about the O-Cedar one is like you can take it off and just throw it in the washer. Yeah, it's like
so that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, and they have like different heads, so you can do like a really big one that's like super scrubby, whatever, dude. I'm just stepping into my mop era, so like I don't have a whole lot to say yet, but like I'm going down. Yeah, you know me. I don't do anything in a calm manner.
Yeah.
I have to go full force with everything. So I'll have 19 mop heads by the end of the week, probably.
Absolutely, dude. I love that.
Unnecessarily.
Honestly, yeah, I'm kind of in my I'm in my like robot vacuum era, but I also don't know if I have the patience for it.
Right.
I'm kind of
then you named it. You named it.
I named it, and so I taught. So it's between. We have 3 names.
Okay.
It's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
Is number 1.
That was
Sir
my
cleans
suggestion.
a lot.
Sir cleans
and
a
then
lot.
Brian said because it's the shark. It's the shark F1 movie. This is not sponsored. Collab. So it like looks extra legit. It's like gold. It has like gold. Like looks like a race car. So he said, you know how there's Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
He said Charles Leclean.
Okay, I love that too.
So
I think it needs to be Charles Leclean.
Charles Leclean.
Yeah, because I didn't know. See, now this is new information.
Yeah,
I didn't know that it was F1. I didn't know that if it was F1 themed, and I really wish you would have told me that.
Charles Leclean is where we're gonna go. And Charles Leclean, listen, he does a good job. He last night, Michaela, was banging into the door because I don't think I mapped it out literally like quite enough. And so all of a sudden we heard banging downstairs and I was like, what the fuck is that? I was like, that's terrifying. Like we have to go check. And then we looked and it's Charles Leclean.
It's Charles
banging into the door. And I'm just
You're like, oh, that's just Charles. And someone's like, what?
I know. And I'm like, babe, turn around. So he turned around finally. He like got the gist. He's so cute. I feel bad for him when he like he can't get over. He can get over like an inch of clearance, but anything more
I was going to ask, can he get out of your kitchen and into your dining room?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He can get over all of those little humps. Our play mat was kind of the issue. And I felt bad for him, dude. And I texted you and I was like, he's like Wally adjacent.
Right.
And not the way he looks, but he just like, I don't know. I feel bad for him.
No, it's anthropomorphizing an inanimate object. Exactly. And that is what Pixar has done to our brains. Yeah. So now I feel emotional about every electronic. And every like stuffy. I'm like, oh, I can't get rid of the stuffy like ever.
Yeah.
Because then it's going to be sitting in a garbage, just like a junk pile somewhere.
Right. No, just literally. So like Charles Leclean is part of the family now.
Yeah. Okay, good. So now you're a mother
every morning. I'm like, good morning, Charles. And even the kids are all about it. Like the kids are like, they're so excited when he comes out to clean, and they're like, "Can we watch him? Can we watch him?" And they run around with him. Like it's literally just foreshadowing into what their kids are probably going to have robots playing with them.
I mean, literally, we're at that point now. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's funny. I like these ideas of whimsy too, and like adding a little bit of whimsy. You know, like if I hear something that's like shocking, I just look at comment and I'll be like, "Did you know about this?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I love that because it's like, did you
know about this? Did you hear about this?
Also, speaking of drama, let's talk about your dog being the drama.
Dude. All right, I'm going to make this really short because we do have to do our outs. The other day, I'm sleeping passed out, beautiful, getting my beauty sleep, which is so necessary. And I hear my dog make like a really, Chio, I hear her make a really weird, like, it was like a noise.
Like
and
turning
I was like,
off.
oh, literally powering down. Yeah. I was like, okay. And I look over and she is like laying down next to me and I like tap her and she like doesn't move. And I'm like, not this. And so I like, I like grab her again. And then I noticed that like she's laying in pee. Like she had peed herself there. I know. It was so sad. And
which, hey, not a good sign.
Hey, never a good sign. A loud, painful noise and then urinating themselves and also not moving. Okay, my heart out my butt, right? And I'm just like, not this, please, not now. So I pick her up and I'm like, Chio, come on. And she's just like kind of being so, and then she like wakes up. So I'm like, okay, whew, like we're good there. I put her on the ground and she is like, you know how dogs will like lean down to like play where they have like their butts up in the air still?
Yeah.
She was kind of doing that, but like staring down at the ground. And I was like, oh, this is really not good. I was
right,
like,
like almost like
giving true power down.
like front or yeah.
I was like, is her leg like what's going on? Martin comes out of the bathroom and he's like, what's going on? And we're trying to get her like animated. We're like, okay, we didn't want to like touch her or do anything, but we're like, we need to see where we're at. So like we go get a squeak toy. And like, if you know Chio, there's nothing she likes more than a squeak toy.
She'll do it for like 15 and a half hours. I've never seen it.
Fetch is her fucking lifeblood. Like she's not food motivated at all. She's not anything motivated. She is fetch motivated. So like I'm sitting there, I'm squeaking every toy we have and she's not moving a muscle. And I was like, oh, God, red flags, red flags. I was like, this is not good. So I'm like, okay, we have to take her to the emergency vet. So Martin picks her up, takes her in the car. He's driving. And then like, while he's like halfway there, he texts me. No, I had to stay back with Comet. Well, I didn't have to, but like why do we need both of us to go? Like also,
dude, what if
Martin's like, not that he's better in these situations, but like, I feel like I would have been maybe a little too emotional. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm, and so I was like, we don't need to be being emotional with each other. I wanted to stay back with Comet because if we just like left him, we couldn't leave him in his crate, obviously. And we would have had to take him out, let him go to the bathroom and then come back in. So it would have had to be a whole process. So I was like, let me just stay back. Whatever, you go. So he went and took her, and halfway through, he's like, she's like acting totally fine right now. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then he gets to the emergency vet and he takes her out and puts her down, and she just starts kind of like running around like normal.
Yeah.
Wagging her tail, literally like looking at people, going up to them, like sniffing.
I know you sent me a video and I was like,
no, she was completely normal.
Completely normal. Yeah.
So what they said is they think that it was like maybe a seizure. So but maybe not. Like we don't really. No one knows for sure. They did, yeah. So but we have to go to her vet and get like all kinds of stuff. Like we want to do like a full panel on her.
And also PSA. This is a PSA to get pet insurance if you don't already.
For sure, pet insurance is everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it really is. Especially if you are like, I don't know. It's like if you have older dog too. If you have an older dog,
I don't think you can get it if you have an older dog.
I know, but I'm saying like if you, it's maybe you don't think it's worth it when they're younger, but I promise you to have had it and have it when they're older.
Yeah,
it really
saved us $20,000. We only had to pay like $3,000 with Stella.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But yeah, it was the drama of it all. It was the drama.
That was like a bit of Sailor, our family dog, who literally she passed at 18 years old, 17, 18 years old or something. Like that. And old. Multiple times. I don't think mom had took her to the vet once in her entire life. Yeah. But she would do this kind of stuff all the time where my mom would be like, hey, just so you know, like Sailor's not moving, whatever. And then like 2 hours later, mom would be like, I don't know. She ate both the dog's food and she's running around and she's like barking again.
Right. Like,
so that was just like a bit of Sailor. I was like,
it was a bit of Sailor for sure.
The dogs have like a flair. Our dogs have a flair for the theatrics.
And one thing about me is I will not cry in the thick of a situation, but once everything's okay and I've realized like everything's fine, it is like a flood of tears.
Yeah.
So it was like I was completely like this the whole time. Like once I'm in chaos, bro, I like my mind goes.
No, you kind of have to shut off.
Like this, bro. Like it is like,
shut off, right? It's like
freakishly.
It's
calm.
A protective
100%
thing. Yeah.
But the second I knew that everything was okay and she was like nothing was like seriously wrong, I was just like like absolutely. And just like dude, she is like so concerned with how we've been behaving with her because we're just like, Chi Chi.
I
Like she's become
know.
the princess of the house because I'm just like, Chi Chi, are you okay? Like
I
just, you know
know.
how it is when you
I
just
know.
think
Dude, you sent me
something's
a photo of
wrong.
you like snuggled up with her, and I was like, wow, dude. She's probably like, what is this feeling?
She doesn't like to be snuggled.
No,
And
she
so it's
doesn't.
like
She never has.
and so we're kind of doing like the wrong thing really because she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But I want to give her affection
Yeah.
more. So I'm like,
Yeah.
deal with it.
Yeah. Too
Because
bad.
I
You're gonna
almost
be
thought we
loved.
lost ya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was
What's your
fun.
out?
I'm like dogs. No, my out Swiffers. Swiffers are
Okay.
out. Swiffers are out, bro. That's it. That's all I can say. It's a waste of money and a waste of your time. That's all I
Yeah.
have to say.
My out is saving your fancy candles for special occasions. I
Mm-hmm.
have this amazing line of candles called Linnea, Linnea. I talk about them all the time, but they have 3 scents that send me to the moon:
Right.
cashmere, Belgian linen, and
Mm.
then is it called, I think it's called midnight floral or something like that. But the cashmere and the
Mm.
Belgian linen do something to my heart, but they're the kind of candles that are so beautiful. They smell so good that you're like, "Ugh, I shouldn't have these like burning while I'm like running up and down the stairs and like maybe not in the room." But then I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, why not? Why
Right.
not?
Why not?
Because
No,
like
you
it gives me
should.
that bit of joy when I walk into the room and I'm like, oh, it smells so good. Right. And
Absolutely.
so I just decided, I was like, I'm just going to burn these when I feel like burning them, or right when I wake up, I just start burning them.
I love that. I always put a candle on as soon as I wake up.
Hmm.
And you know what? This is so dramatic and so me to say. I always think in my head, I'm like, what if I get hit by a truck tomorrow?
And you
Like,
didn't
well,
like burn your
and I didn't
like
burn
your
my beautiful
greatest.
candles or I didn't wear my beautiful perfumes. That's another thing. I
Yeah.
feel like women, we like save our perfumes. We're like, this is like my nice perfume. Bro, wear it to the gym. Like, wear it
Dude, I literally wear my
everywhere.
nice perfumes to bed. I'm not even kidding.
As you should. Like, wear
Yeah.
your nice perfume. Also, because after a couple years, they change. They like, I don't want to say they go bad, but their scent changes. So it like won't
Right.
be as good, won't be as potent,
Isn't
like
it
all that.
crazy when like the last time you were over and you put on a perfume that I didn't like on me, but
Mm-hmm.
it smelled so different immediately on you?
Yep.
Like
Yep.
how skin is, which by
Yep.
the way, I did a Sephora order and they like sent me 2 samples of Victor Roll Flower Bomb. And if you guys
Oh,
don't know, we've talked about
bro.
it
And you
before,
just
but
threw it
that's
away
like,
immediately.
I literally did. I was like, ugh,
You
can't
burned
use
it.
either of these. My God,
I
so
know.
germ.
It is such a bummer because it's such a good scent. It's so yummy.
Can I tell you a really funny story where
Yeah.
I just got humbled the other day? So I went to go and get my toes done,
Mm.
and I was like, I need, because we have a photo shoot that we're
Mm.
doing, and I was like, and I need to get my nails done this week, but I was like, I need to get this blue off of my feet,
Right.
and I wanted a neutral color, and I kept telling her, I was like, not like bubble bath, but just like a good neutral color. So we went through the color book, and I kept checking the colors, and I was like, can I see this and this color and this color? There was like 3 colors. Not me at all to just like
Okay.
be so specific about this stuff.
Right.
And I just like kept making it a thing. I was like, I don't want like bubble bath, but I don't know. Um Anyways, I like go through the thing and I finally pick this color and I'm like, oh, let's do color 061. She
Mm.
puts it on and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Like, let's do 3 coats of that. Anyways, by the end of it, I go, can I just like take a picture of this so I know? Because I'll probably want to do that for my nails next time.
Right.
It's bubble bath.
No.
Bro, it's bubble bath.
No.
I
Did you tell
literally,
her you didn't want bubble bath?
yeah, but she was laughing because I had picked it. She didn't even say it.
Right.
And I know her. So I was kind of like, I was like,
You were like
you do.
giggling.
Cause I think the whole time she was probably like, this bitch just wants bubble bath, but she thinks she doesn't want
Yeah.
bubble bath. And
Right.
and then I kept going, oh, I'll try this. And I go, actually, can I say C061? She was like, okay, sure, whatever. So she put it on. I was like, oh, it's perfect. And
Yeah.
then at the
You're like,
end, I'm
this
like,
is the
can I take a
one.
picture of that?
Yeah.
Bubble bath,
She's
dude.
like, it's bubble bath, you dumb bitch.
Yeah. She's like, you are dumb. Okay.
That is so funny, dude. If there's one
I
thing girls
know.
love, bitches love bubble bath.
Dude, it's the
Gotta
best. I'm
say.
sorry. I'm so sorry. It
Yeah.
is the best, most perfect ballet, like just like that
Mm-hmm.
whisper of pink and
Yep.
nude and everything. Perfection.
It gets me
Getting that
horny.
on my
Absolutely.
nails this week.
It's gorgeous. It's stunning. And I love it so much.
Gorge.
Do you know? Okay. This morning I was watching a YouTube video of this this woman who she's a like psychotherapist, but she's also a diagnosed sociopath. And it was
Are you even like
so
allowed to be?
you can be absolutely. There's
Wait,
nothing.
she's a diagnosed sociopath, but
Not a
she's
psychopath, she's a sociopath.
yeah,
So like there
sociopath
is
is
a
like,
difference.
but isn't a sociopath someone who like doesn't really have like feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then she's also a psychotherapist.
Absolutely. And
that helps people work through their feelings.
Yeah, because she's able to be super objective.
Yeah, I guess that might be the perfect person to be a psycho.
And she was very honest. She's like, the whole reason why I even studied any of this was for me, to figure out me. She's like, it wasn't to help other people. Like, that's just not, I'm not programmed to like think like that. And she's married and has kids. And I know it's fascinating. You have to like watch it because it's just fascinating. And she was talking about like her childhood and how the first time she was ever like violent or like did anything that was like, she stabbed this little girl that she was in school with because this girl was like taunting her. And she was like, it was amazing because I was always masking and I was always pretending like I was like a normal kid where like I'm blinking a lot and I'm smiling. Cause normally like sociopaths, they're very like, they're just kind of like this. There's not a lot of affectation and like they don't blink a lot.
Oh my God. And she's a mom?
She's a mom. It's interesting. But she was like, it wasn't that I stabbed her with a pencil. It was that I got to do something bad, like naughty, that like I felt a relief in my heart of like, okay, I don't have to like pretend to be like this. Like, I know. Aren't
like
really,
a lot of like serial killer sociopaths?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Wow. But it's like, yes, but not every sociopath is a serial killer. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, right. you have to watch it and you have to like go in with an open mind and understand that she can't control this. There's nothing she can do. I will send it to you if I don't have it here. Actually, I do. I'm going to look it up because
not you coming in for a recommendation.
I wasn't necessarily a recommendation as much as it was like, no. Dude, I just like wanted to share it with you.
Sociopath in your life?
For sure. No, we definitely all have. Like, it is as common as she was saying, like bipolar disorder. Really? So if you've ever been around somebody with bipolar disorder, you've most likely been around somebody that is a sociopath. So I think that it's called How Sociopaths Actually Work. Wow. And her name is Patrick Gagne, I think is the name. But yeah, it's Sociopath, a memoir. And she talks about how like at a very young age, she knew something was different about her. She like knew something was like wrong. When she was a teenager, she started like breaking into houses and just like sitting in the house and like just the thing that made her feel good was that she was like breaking a rule, but it was like very low stakes. Like nobody was getting hurt. She never took anything. She never like, other than just being in the house and knowing that it was wrong. That's the only like relief she felt about the like urge to do something wrong. And I'm not explaining it. I think I don't want to say the word wrong. I don't want to say the word wrong, but it's like
the perfect person to be a psychotherapist because it's like, okay, they're taking any personal emotion or attachment out of what one might look at someone's life or hardships or whatever, and then be like, oh, that personally affects me and what I'm about to say. And then I wonder if it's like, well, this is just like the real deal. Like, absolutely. But then I wonder how much of that is like, we need that. God, that's so interesting.
It's really, I know, it's interesting. I would definitely watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch it and I want to see what what the brain study is on that.
Yeah. No, it's really fascinating. And she was like talking about how the one thing that she is grateful in a way for some things, like she doesn't feel mom guilt, like how moms feel like mom guilt, like for everything. Like they're just like, I can't walk away from my kid's room without feeling mom guilt. She doesn't feel that. So, or like she doesn't impose guilt either on her kids. So if like her son, she gave an example of like one time her son came home with a bad grade on a test and her husband was like, how could you do this? Like you studied so hard for this. Like, I'm just disappointed, blah, blah, blah. And she was just like, well, how do you feel about this? Like, how do you feel about your grade? And do you know what I mean? Like wasn't imposing her any of her own emotion because she didn't really have any. So there's nothing to impose if you don't have it. And she was saying a lot of times parents they don't let kids experience or like feel what they want to feel. They impose their own feelings on situations
Well,
a
okay,
lot.
this goes into what I sent you the other day from that podcast with Mel Robbins, how
Oh,
she was
yes.
saying the one thing I regret as a parent is not letting my kids like feel anxiety or like always jumping in and making it my thing. And she
Right.
was saying that like the number one thing, and again, this is a very I'm sure it's very polarizing because
Yeah. We're
people have
just telling what she said. We're
I'm
not
just telling
even
what
saying.
she said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she said that, the number one thing that parents do is, let's say a kid comes out of their room at night and they say, I'm scared. I feel this way. Let me come sleep with you and blah, blah, blah. She
Mm.
said, most parents will say, okay, yeah, come into our bed. And then you're kind of putting that Band-Aid over that anxiety and instead saying, we're going to walk back together and I'm going to say what you're feeling is very valid, but it's not
Not real.
real what's
Right.
happening, and sit in it and then feel it and then know that it's going to be okay. I'm going to sit
Right.
outside your room while you fall asleep. I'm not far away. No need to worry, blah, 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 but also have like getting over it. I'm probably not doing a great job explaining it, but,
No, you are.
and we can post that clip, but that's very much how Brian and I parent.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
we're very like, okay, yeah, I understand you're scared. And I, again, this is our personal thing because,
Mhm.
and I'm not going against anyone who co-sleeps or feels any type of way. We co-slept with our parents until we were like 12.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I totally get it. Like,
Right.
trust me, but we're very much in the way of like, feel that. Like, how
Yeah.
do you feel about it? Like, is that, I'm not going to sit here and be like, okay, well then, I'm going to put a Band-Aid over this, or I'm
Right.
going to impose what I think you should be feeling in this moment, or what's going to make it better or worse, whatever. I thought that was really interesting. So that's interesting that she's like, well, how do you feel about it?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
But
And
I
I
also
think
wonder
that
how that would be so hard to be raised by a sociopath.
I know. I was so shocked when she said she had kids. And I'm
Yeah.
like, should we have sociopaths raising children? But like, also, is there just because there's a stigma against them and just because they
Yeah.
think differently, does that mean that they don't deserve to feel the joy of parenthood? Do
But
they
do they
feel
feel
joy?
joy?
I know. I don't know. The thing is it was a very long video, but I still had so many questions. I felt like
Yeah.
I had 10 times more questions when I was done with it than I did ever when I started the video. I was just like, "Wait,
Right.
but what about this?" And like your husband's cool with you not having any like emotion and like being affectionate. Like he's okay with you not being affectionate and like you not, you know what I mean? Like
That's like
it's I
crazy.
know it's crazy. I would love to interview somebody
The
like that.
brain is so interesting.
It
I
is.
would
It is really
love
interesting.
to be, yeah, to just be able to crack that brain open and be like, whoa, what does this look
Yeah.
like? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think there's too much stigma around certain things, and the mind, and we've got to like break down stigmas
Hmm.
because the fact that she is like able to have a healthy marriage, she's been with her husband for years and years and years, to have children that are like totally well adjusted and normal,
Yeah.
not normal, but like neurotypical, um, is like a testament to that. And yeah, so I just thought it was really fascinating. So if you guys definitely check it out, it's so interesting. And the fact that like, I just have never heard someone be like, yeah, I'm a sociopath. I'm going to talk about it. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, most
whoa,
people
like
are like,
it's
oh, most people also just throw around the term like,
like, oh, she's such a sociopath. And
yeah,
it's
like, oh
like,
my God,
is
no, I think
she?
that is so, yeah, like
Right.
there's obviously like a real diagnosis
Yeah.
around it, which
And
is
she's also
interesting.
like, I think it's twofold. The fact that she was so honest about it is so cool and like really brave of her because I'm sure she understands that like they feel a type of way. But she
Yeah.
was saying, she's like, the way that I explain my behavior to my children is I show them Wednesday Adams from the show
Mm,
Wednesday. Did you guys watch that? Did you guys watch
I
Wednesday
didn't
with
know.
Okay, so
My stepdaughter did though,
right, so like
and Brian did.
that is such a good example of sociopath. Like that is very low like facial response. Like Wednesday's not like talking like animated, like she kind of is just like this. She is very kind of like only thinking about her own thing. She doesn't really care if people like her. She doesn't really care about that, how she comes off. She has family that she loves and like cares about.
Right.
But there's not this like need to like mask and like be like, oh my God, hi. When like if you don't like somebody, like they're just fine with being like, hi. You know what I mean? So
it's
and that's uncomfortable for
yeah.
people who are neurotypical, like we kind of are in that way, where your approach with them, just like how people were so like uncomfortable around people with autism because they have different behaviors. And then it took us like understanding what that was and seeing shows like Love on the Spectrum to see this like very human side of it, and also the fact that there's nothing they can do about it. So like, let's look into it and let's assimilate them into our culture and understand and accept them for who they are.
Dude,
Because
Love
she's
on the
like,
Spectrum is
she
the
can't
greatest show of all
change.
time.
She can't change this at all about her. She's like, this is just literally how I am. I can't. I can pretend, but that becomes so exhausting. And I think that the pretending and the pushing it down is what caused her to act out all the time, because it was almost, she explained it like pressure, because she had to like mask her behavior or her like face, like she had to be like animated. That was exhausting and felt like pressure. And so she had to like go sit in some random person's car, like break into a car and just sit there. Just to like do something bad and like something that isn't of the norm. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it's like, if it's always like do something bad.
I think it is. And that's why a lot of sociopaths, if it's really a certain way, they become killers.
I almost wonder if there's anything, I'm sure there is something in the pipeline of like, not artificial emotion, but maybe maybe it's like just that feeling of like, how can we get this person to feel, or like, what is that? Is there something in the brain that like we need to stimulate more or whatever? Like there's so much that's just yet to be untapped. And it's so interesting to me to like learn about those types of things.
I wonder if she would want to feel more. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what you are missing out on if you don't experience it?
Right. Or if you can even conceptualize it.
Yeah. Like do you even care?
Think about, right.
Or do you look at that as like, no, I don't want to have that many emotions, because she was saying her husband is like very emotional. Now, what is very emotional to a sociopath may just be like normal emotion to you and I, but she said he is very emotional, like very, very emotional. And so it's interesting. And I really don't understand that dynamic, like how that works, but happy she found somebody that,
there's someone for everyone.
There's a lid for every pot.
God,
don't I invented that saying.
You invented that saying, and that's a good one right there.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I have to say that.
Thank you. Have you also ever heard of a term called bathroom camping?
No. Well, it sounds like what I did during lunch hours in high school, though. What is it?
I mean, it's not that.
You camp out in the bathroom?
I mean, kind of. Actually, kind of.
Really
it is
camp
a little
out in the
bit.
Bathroom?
Not like literally camping out, but it is exactly what you did, because you were like, you found comfort being in the bathroom, and like not being in the bathroom, but it was like a private place for you.
Yeah.
Right. And I guess, so it's becoming a thing on TikTok where people are calling it bathroom camping, which involves spending an extended amount of time in a restroom for reasons that are not like to go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like if you sit on the toilet and like scroll through social media, or
like, okay, just then like, that's exactly what I did in high school.
Okay. Yeah. So it is a very common thing, I guess, for people, especially those who get overstimulated. They like to go to the bathroom because it's like, I feel like it's like the one place in like a house, or it's the one place even out in public where if you were in a stall, it is like
bothering you.
No one's bothering you. Like it would be a huge like imposition into cultural norm for someone to just like try and get into the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
that's really interesting, because I find myself doing that all the time. If I get too overwhelmed, almost always will I go to an event and right off the bat right away go into the bathroom because I'm just like, I need a moment to gather. I've seen what's out here. I've seen what I'm about to get into, and I need a moment to process that. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm just going to actually pee. It doesn't matter if I'm going to just sit there. Like, I will always do it. So it's really interesting that there's actually a term for it, because I absolutely did this in high school where I would go and I would eat lunch in the bathroom. Like, absolutely.
Because
or just sit there because I was like, how long can I sit here to make the lunch hours go by or the passing periods?
Right. Exactly. And it was like, and it was like a safe place, and it was like a place where you have control over your environment, however small.
And there's not a lot in there.
No, and you're just literally sitting there, and it's private, and it really is like one of the few places you can just like escape, and no one, like your kids most likely aren't going to come in unless they're toddlers or whatever, but like it once they understand that it's a private place, like you can escape in there for a little bit. Like
that's really
so I just thought it was so interesting, and I think that it's something that people are talking more about, and people are realizing like, wait, we all kind of do this from time to time. It's begs the question of why we need to have like an escape to the bathroom. Do you know what I mean? Leave it to TikTok.
Leave it to TikTok. Guys, we love you.
We sure do.
We sure do. And we'll catch you.
Can't wait to tell you about this thing that we're shooting for. It's so exciting.
You'll probably see it soon, which is awesome. Don't forget to check out Patreon. Become a Patreon member, $5 a month. You get 2 extra episodes a month. You get episodes early, ad-free. You get chat with us and video. So go and check it out. And we thank you and love you so much. And also go leave us a review. We see some of your guys' reviews, and thank you so much. It helps us more than you could know.
We appreciate it so much. Yeah.
All
Thank you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for listening. You can catch a new episode of Model Citizen every Thursday. And please don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss any of the action. We want to hear from you. So please leave a rating and review, and follow us on socials for all the behind the scenes action at Hunter McGrady and Michaela McGrady. And don't forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are capable of doing all wonderful things. Bye guys.